Today we're diving into Pinkerton, the second studio album from Weezer, released back in 1996. This album marked a significant shift in sound and lyrical content from their debut. Can you explain what drove the creative direction for Pinkerton compared to the Blue album?
Certainly. The shift was largely influenced by Rivers Cuomo's experiences and his emotional state during that period. After the success of the Blue album, he felt constrained by the rock lifestyle and actually pursued formal music studies at Harvard. It was during this time that he decided to explore his darker emotions, redefining the band's sound to create something more raw and visceral.
You mentioned the personal nature of the lyrics. Can you elaborate on how those lyrics convey Cuomo's inner struggles?
Absolutely. Cuomo tackled themes of loneliness, disillusionment, and relationships throughout Pinkerton. For instance, Tired of Sex discusses the emptiness of casual relationships, while Across the Sea reflects on his longing for a connection he felt was out of reach. These songs are intensely personal, showcasing his struggles with identity and desire.
That's interesting. The album initially received mixed reviews, with some critics labeling it as one of the worst albums of the year. What do you think contributed to that initial backlash?
It likely stemmed from its raw sound and Cuomo's unapologetic honesty. Critics and fans who expected another polished hit like the Blue album were thrown off by the more abrasive tone and personal subject matter. The album was considered messy and juvenile by some, which he later reflected on with embarrassment.
Yet, as time has passed, Pinkerton has been reassessed and is now celebrated as one of the best albums of the 90s. What do you think spurred this change in perception?
The internet played a significant role in reviving Pinkerton's reputation. Fans began to connect over its emotional authenticity, leading to a cult following. As the emo genre rose in popularity, many bands cited Pinkerton as a major influence. Its themes of vulnerability resonated in a new way with listeners in the years following its release.
The album cover also makes a statement with its artwork. Can you discuss the significance behind its design?
The cover art is derived from a piece by the Japanese ukiyo-e artist Hiroshige. Additionally, it's infused with themes from Puccini's Madama Butterfly, which resonates with the album's exploration of Eastern and Western cultural themes. This blend of influences symbolizes Cuomo's struggle with his identity and feelings of alienation.
Speaking of cultural themes, the title Pinkerton refers to a character from Madama Butterfly, right? How does this character connect to the overall themes of the album?
Exactly. B.F. Pinkerton, the character, epitomizes the abandonment and disillusionment that Cuomo felt in his personal life, paralleling his experiences in relationships. This connection enhances the emotional narrative throughout the album, showcasing both an outsider's perspective and an artist's internal conflict.
Moving on to the album's songs, El Scorcho and The Good Life stand out. Can you discuss their narratives?
El Scorcho captures Cuomo's infatuation with a girl at Harvard and his crippling shyness. The lyrics paint a picture of longing and hesitation. On the other hand, The Good Life reflects his rejection of isolation and asceticism, marking a turning point where he begins to embrace life's uncertainties and social interactions again.
And those themes of frustration and identity search are relatable even today, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. The feelings of being lost and navigating complicated relationships continue to resonate with a wide audience. The conversational and confessional nature of the lyrics makes it timeless, connecting new generations of listeners to those original sentiments.
Reflecting on Pinkerton's journey, what would you say is its legacy in music?
Its legacy lies in its emotional depth and raw vulnerability, along with its influence on the emo and indie rock movements. Albums like Pinkerton paved the way for artists to explore personal and often uncomfortable emotions in their work, which has been vital in shaping contemporary music.
As we wrap up, what do you hope listeners take away from Pinkerton?
I hope listeners recognize the power of vulnerability and that it's okay to express even the darkest parts of oneself. It's a reminder that these layers of complexity are what make us human, and by sharing them, we can connect more deeply with ourselves and others.